Alright guys, so me and Gordo got the head dropped off at the machine shop. He's getting a seat, a valve guide, and we're getting 2 valves put in there. And then as well, I dropped off my cardboard cutout for my weight plate off at Jordan's, and we'll get that going onto the CRX. But I'm doing a head gasket on a Coolant today. Never ever worked on a Coolant or a 4G or even anything DSM before, really ever. So this is gonna be an adventure for all of us, and I'm gonna bring you along with me. So we're gonna go ahead and pull these manifolds off, you know, just basic head gasket stuff, and then get it all set to TDC. We'll get all these covers and everything off, and then we'll go ahead and get the head off and get in there. So let's see how this guy works. All right, so I'm just here pulling this manifold off, and it started actually, don't know if you can tell, but it started actually dripping coolant out of the cylinders. So I'm just about to get the last bolt off right here, slowly working them all off. They're kind of in the worst places, terrible, but this manifold looks sick, so it's all right. Just so close to coming off. I can spin it with my fingers. Come on, baby. All right, that's all of them. Let's try and get all his magnets, or all his washers. Sorry, I don't know. I was thinking about using a magnet to get them. That's why I said that, but I think I'm just gonna use my awesome fingers. Got pretty talented ones. All right. Looks like there's 2 washers left here in the end. They're on the bottom, so they're gonna be kind of hard to get, but we're gonna go for it. That's one. And the farthest, hardest. Stick finger. Woo, guys, look at that. We got it. Not sure if you saw my fingers all the way over there, but that was awesome. We're gonna pull this guy off now. All right, so we're in, and you can see the coolant is coming definitely from there. I just had to get the dump tube off. It was caught on the subframe there, so I wasn't able to come back. But looks like that's where our coolant issue is. This is not good. We never want to see coolant inside of the runners or the ports. This is the exhaust ports, runners, intake runners, exhaust ports kind of thing. I don't know. You can call them whatever you want. It looks like it's coming out of that one right there. Well, let's get this valve cover off and check this out. All right, so. All right, so I busted out the fancy coolant pressure tester. So I'm gonna put that on there, and then I'm gonna pressurize the coolant. And so that's my gauge. I'm just, usually you start to see a leak even at 10-15 pounds if it's got a pretty good hole. So we're just pump some air into this guy like a bike pump, and check this out. So I've got the coolant flowing a solid stream, and it's really pushing out. I bumped into that there. It's really pushing out of this side here, this right side a lot. There's a pool, like it is in the left side as well, but it's not pushing out the same. I got a bucket, I might as well be using it. Makes you wonder, guys. Is the block cracked, or is the head? Makes you wonder. Alright, so got the coolant line all off, valve cover all off. I was checking this out. I got all these belts off here. I'm starting to get the timing covers off. Got the water pump pulley off. It's the very first step before you start pulling these timing covers off. You got to pull that water pump pulley. And so I got that off, and I'm just kind of going around in a little circle, starting in the front, working my way around. So started, you know, got that off, got this off. I'm pulling off over here, and then we'll work our way around to the intake and then pull the head off the top. But gotta run to the bathroom real quick, so taking a little break. There are quite a bit of bolts hidden back there, and there's one right there. You know, I'm actually standing on it, I think. I don't know what I did with it. I think I picked it up. I think I put it right there. I got a little pile of bolts right there. I think 4 or 5. And one left I'm still pulling. There's this one I just pulled, so one left I'm still pulling right here. Just get this one last guy out, and then we will be all good. Just gonna use the socket with my fingers. Just can't really fit the ratchet in here, but I can fit the socket. And I did kind of ratchet a little bit already when I could fit the ratchet. It's kind of a tight area. Dang, I still can't. So we'll need the little guy, the quarter drive. See if we get the 10 over here. I know I've had it all out. I know I got the quarter drive, but the 10 is not out. Alright. But I'll be back with you when I get this cover off in a sec. Alright, we got the timing belt off, all marked and everything. We got paint marks in the middle and on the sides. The cover, by golly, that thing was fun to get off, let me tell you. I ended up having to pull this engine mount and to get to some of the bolts on the side here, and then I had to work it out the top, like kind of work it back this way and then back out this way, like kind of out. And I just unplugged the injectors, pulled this fuel line, kind of pulled these clips, these 10s, so I could pull all these out, because I unplugged them. Then I need to cut this zip tie. He's got a bunch of zip ties on the clips to make sure they don't come off. Throttle cable, I need to pull it out of the throttle over there. I got this one pulled off. There's a little plug down here I need to get. Just kind of learning where everything's at on this thing. I don't really know the best, so it's been fun. It's still fun trying to find everything. Yeah, it's not too bad. You know, it's very similar to a Honda. I mean, it's definitely not a Honda, I can tell you that, but it's very, very similar to a Honda. I need a bad man with jams. These engines are awesome. They do amazing, amazing stuff. Make a lot of power. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Make a lot of power and a lot of noise. You know, we like that. So. It's so tight in here, man. Good thing wires move.
We're just trying to hold some pressure. Okay.
See, we're gonna blow this real quick.
What did Jack? Okay.
Bring right back.
Oh.
He's playing right here.
Alright, so we got the head off, we got the gasket here. It's a super thick gasket. The pistons actually stick up above the deck a little bit, but we are checking this out here. Oh, I think I just killed that flashlight. It's barely got any life. But we're looking at the head here. There's a bunch of like ultra black and shoved in here, like ton.
Oh gosh.
There's a hole. There's a hole there. They're trying to seal that hole. So
they ran a stud or a bolt through.
They ran a
bolt. Yep, they did.
Yep. That's actually in the cylinder that's leaking coolant as well.
That's probably where the water's at.
That might be the water, but that looks like an oil drain back to me. But it might be the water. But this is water here.
Center oval funky one.
Yeah, center oval funky one.
One right here. That's definitely got to be oil. Yeah.
So that's oil.
The oil drain back.
Doesn't look like it's been hitting. That's good.
No, it doesn't look like it's been hitting.
Yeah, just the way these are set up.
It's not cracked, but
I guess it was.
that's why they did that. Maybe there's no. Maybe this top stud ran too far in too, and we can't see that one.
See the hole? No.
No. Maybe this other. How do we pressurize that, Tom? How do we test this?
Hey, Jamie. Maybe they ran the top stud in too far and broke into the water hole.
Because they ran this stud in too far and broke in here.
Broke into the oil. That's probably why there's water in that.
And then this top stud would be the center, which is the water area.
It's definitely possible.
I need to
well, let's take it out and let's look.
Yeah, I'll pull it out. Where's my? Do you guys know where my stud pullers are? All right, so we got a head gasket, but we're gonna have to take this head down to the machine shop and get it checked out. Maybe have it welded and just port it again so it's all smooth. But it looks like it has been ported, and there might be a crack in the top of the runner, but we can't really tell for sure. We tried pressurizing it, but I pressurized everything, and I mean I could have seen on there, but I couldn't I couldn't actually see. So I could see the coolant coming out of the hole, but I couldn't see where the crack itself was because of the angles and everything, and I myself didn't have a mirror. But so for now, we're just gonna, it's gonna get right there. I'll put her back up in the air, and we'll get it on the grader. And awesome stuff with the CRX. I gotta pull the T-case off so Morgan can make sure that everything is right there, and the gear mesh and everything, he wants to make sure it's all perfect. So when he brings me the PVG back, everything is just perfect because he has finished the transmission. Woo! Alright guys, you know it's heavy when I grab the dolly, but today is my birthday and my birthday present has arrived. It was almost a year ago I picked up gears for this guy, or maybe it was the bell housing that I got on my birthday almost a year ago. Now we've got the transmission. Whew, baby, all assembled, cleaned. Whew, dang, this thing looks good. This thing is epic. PBE, PPG, the GearX diff. This is awesome. CRV and the CRX. You guys gotta check out the CRX. It's looking pretty dang good. Got the corners fitted up, the front end's coming along. I need to run over to my buddy Jordan's shop to get the we made a metal template for the weight plate. It's like 16th thick. It's very, very thin, just so he has a hard cut, so I can fit it up in here, see how it looks all hard, and then he can make it shorter or longer. I can grind it down shorter here, or he can cut a new one that's a little longer if it's too short. But it's about from the weight or the bar, it's about 9 inches to the front, and then I got my curves pretty point on my cardboard. It was just I was a little short on the tip, so I came through to about here, and then I kind of accidentally cut that bit off of the tip. So I told him to extend the tip out to 9 inches and then bring it over to the edge of the bar, and then go 3 inches back and then over. So I gotta pick that up. He said that is all done and ready for me, so that's another exciting birthday thing. I'm freaking pumped, man. This is awesome. This thing looks so dang good. Oh my god. I gotta get Morgan the T-case now so he can make sure this thing is all perfect and everything's just right. It's exciting. All right guys, so on the CRX we move kind of quick. The engine plops right out of the top of this thing, super easy, and we already got the empty case off and the dog box, the PPG transmission here ready to go, and I'm super excited. This thing is sick. We got a fresh brand new starter, clean fork, clean throwout, moves good. It's all coming together perfect, man. Time to slap it on. We got the dowels in there ready to go. It's got dowel holes, it's ready to go here. I got my bolts all right here. See, these black ones are the ones that came with the kit. I got a few of those black ones, and then I've got a few of my own too because I lost a few, but that's all right. Dude, oh my goodness, I can't even believe you how excited I am right now. This is on here. This is like an entire year in the making. I don't know if you know this, but it was like a year ago I made the video when I got this on my birthday, and now we're to today. So this is exciting. This is really, really exciting. All right, so keep plugging along step by step. Next step is put this guy on here. Got a little spacer for the HTB kit and everything. We got everything, bro. We got everything. I'm so excited because we need to get a few more things. We don't have everything, but we're coming right along. I'm excited. I need to clean some oil off the lens, so I'll be right back with you guys in just a sec. All right, we have been doing stuff all over the place. Got the door on this guy now. This guy is coming along really well. Single cam is all torn apart. Got another set of pistons and rods all set up. If we get some bearings or whatever we decide to do, we got This is Coda's old engine. We're gonna DevCon it and bore it out for the Freedom Civic. And then this down here is the customer's needs bored and stuff. So we've just been on it. We've got the billet, bell housing, PPG all set up on the motor. We got this little thing on there covering it. We were trying to make a little stencil for a coil plate, but we cut it a little short, so now it's just making sure nothing gets in the head. We got one set of our wheels we put on the front of the red Civic. We're gonna put the other set of those ones on it. On the rear, we got so many wheels, but they're kind of like these ones. I like this style a lot. I dig it. But we just vacuumed out this whole thing, and then tomorrow around 1, my buddy Brett's gonna be here, and we're just gonna clean it all out and make sure it's. And then about the end of the week, I'll have my weight plate back, and I'll get that welded on. Me and Sean will get that welded on, and that should actually will be welded on with the front end a little forward like that, because when I measured it all up, I had this right here, this little rig. I had this little rig, so I kind of push that in under there, push this one behind, and then you see it needs lifted a little bit. I'm gonna prop you guys up real quick. All right, what's going on, guys? So we're back onto the Coolant. We've actually been working on it all day pretty much. We've got the head already back on, the new head. The other one did indeed have a hole in cylinder number 3. So we've got this one on. We already got the boost pipe on, manifold on. We've been cranking away. We just put the valve cover on. And we're about to put the timing cover back on. And then we'll have to do the water pump and the crank pulley and all that stuff. We need to lay over the injector harness again and plug in the TPS and the EPM stuff. But it's coming along pretty good. We have all our vacuum lines we need to hook back up, and yeah, it looks like that's all those are still there, so just have to hook this one back up, and then the downpipe and the dump tube need put on, and as well as that, the KS tuned magnetic trigger cam trigger cam gear came in for the CRX. Pretty exciting. Super awesome. I'm stoked. It's coming together great. It's actually awesome. I like that symbol, honestly. It's dope looking. All right, we got plugs in it. We've got the covers all on. All right, guys, so Jamie got the injectors all cleaned up for me. That guy that owns the Coolant, he bought it built, so it must have been sitting for a bit, because there was quite a bit of kind of E85 gunk is what I'll call it, but it's like a gooey-ish, it looks like grease, axle grease, kind of like when your axle's slinging grease, but it was at like the bottom of the tip of the injector, and it was just, they were all gummed up. So I had Jamie clean those out. They all flowed really great, even with them all gooed and gummed up, so that's really impressive. But Jamie got them all cleaned out, and I got the Coolant all back together, and it fired up, ran great. I already backed it up. Good thing I just noticed I got to put that back on it. That's the air filter. But yeah, come along really good. I just swept and cleaned up, so let's take on the day. Let's do this thing. I'm excited. I'm super excited. But yeah, got the Coolant head swap all taken care of. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe down below. This is GoofyBuilt. Peace out.